Can a trucking company deduct for late fees if you're late to a customer, an accident? How about truck recovery if you don't give them the truck back? Out of route miles, can they deduct these things? Let's consider it. Hello and welcome to Trucking Answers. I'm Mark, and I am your humble host for the day. So some people sent me some information about dynamic transit, which led me to think about deductions and what can be deducted from your check and what can't. So let's start this out by saying I'm not a lawyer. I know you think I'm a lawyer. I'm not. So what I'm talking about is my opinion and my reading of the law, which I will have links in the description for you if you want to file a complaint with the Department of Labor in your state or look the laws up for yourself. Of course, if you need legal advice, seek out an attorney, all right? Have we said that enough? We've said it. So some companies take deductions from your check, trucking companies, and they're not allowed to, in my opinion. All right, why? Because let's look at Illinois, which is interesting because that's where this place is based. So, but overall, each state's a little different. Look it up. So in Illinois, they're only allowed to deduct for insurance, taxes, a court order where there's a court that demands, withholding, that kind of thing. That's it. They're not allowed to deduct for other things. So what is being deducted and what isn't? Unlike some states, Illinois is different in that it specifically prohibits the deduction for any medical tests that are required as part of your employment. So you can read that and it says that it's not allowed. So I know some companies say, for example, if you quit within so many days, if you quit within a year, whatever, we'll deduct the cost of orientation and medical. Okay, Illinois prohibits them from taking the medical out. All right. So other things like holding their last check. So you quit and they don't pay you. Not allowed. You have to be paid according to them by your next payday. They cannot hold your check past your next payday. And they are not allowed to hold your check even if you do not return employer-owned equipment. That would include a truck. That is specific in there. That's my opinion, right? Check it out. They have to pay you even if you don't give them their truck back. Whoa, what about that? But say they have to go get the truck. Can they take that out of your check? Can they take all these other goofy things out of your check? I know some companies, take out for tools, for damage to the truck, you get deducted. For cleaning the truck, if they go get it. For recovery of the truck, if they have to go get it. For like padlocks, load locks, all this other kind of equipment, can they do it? Here's what it says. In Illinois, you are required to get a deduction from somebody. They're allowed to deduct this if the person, employee, you, agrees to the deduction, and this is actually in capital letters on their own Department of Labor site, at the time the deduction is made. Not like you sign now, you quit in a year, and they take this out of your check. That isn't allowed. What they have to do, according to my non-lawyer reading of it, is get a signature from you, quote, at the time the deduction is made. They can't just withhold all this garbage out of your last check. It's not allowed. Okay, you goofy companies, you can't do it. How do they get away with it, Mark? Because drivers allow it. They don't know this, and so they just, I guess that money's gone. It isn't gone. Go file with the state and go get your money. They cannot take this out of your check. They can't. Another thing they must do, they must, at the time of hiring, notify you of your rate of pay in writing, where both of you acknowledge, meaning sign it, at the time of hiring. So they can't say, well, we pay you this, well, probably if we get it, we do that. It's not allowed. At the time of hiring, they must notify you of your rate of pay. That would mean all your different ways that you're paid. Not if we get it, you might get paid. That doesn't work. Also, any changes in your pay, it says any changes in your pay, you must be notified the same way in writing and acknowledged prior to the change of pay. Prior to it. They can't just not pay you for something that they said they'll pay you without notifying you in advance to the change. That's Illinois, right? They don't allow a bunch of this garbage. Now, how can we avoid a lot of these kind of things like some of these companies do? Well, you should first always ask them about that, but get the driver manual. Go to a company, get the driver manual in advance if you're going to work there. And if they say, well, we don't give that out, why not? Well, there's privileged information. What is it in there that you don't want me to know? What is it in there? Well, we have policies. Well, what policy do you not want me to know in advance? It just bothers me. There's no reason companies, they have a PDF copy of their driver manual, believe me. And if they don't, tell them to send you one. So send it. It's worth waiting rather than finding out that some goofy company is deducting for padlocks or, late fee. You show up at a customer late, you get charged a late fee. That's not allowed unless at the time the deduction is made, you agree to it. You have to sign, and it actually says freely. It says voluntarily. You must agree freely to the deduction at the time it is made, not 2 years ago you agreed to it. They can't do it. Any deductions like that, look up your state's Department of Labor. There's a way on there to file a claim. I'll have the Illinois ones linked up to you here. But your state, same way. There's a way in there. File a claim. Go file a claim. Get your money. They can't keep your money. It's your money. Use it how you want to use it. All right? So that's what we want to consider today. Deductions. Deductions. They can't. Most of the deductions that they take, they are not allowed to take. Deposits, right? Escrow for company drivers. None of that stuff is allowed, okay? Don't let them do it. Get your money, all right? And let me know if your company is taking these kind of weird deductions. I want to know about it. Mark at truckinganswersnation.com. We'll be back soon with the next one.